connections. What time is it now? How late are we?
It's
Oh, so it took 9 minutes to get set up, but it's our first time, and we're on Weibo, which is in China, so we're streaming on Weibo Live, Facebook Live, and Huzza.io. If you want to see the notes and all different information, there's some comments. It seems like it's a little bit of a delay with the comments. We're gonna try to monitor all these comments from everybody. There's three screens looking at us, so maybe Kathy can help or something. She doesn't have to be on a screen, but okay. All right. So, basically, we just want to talk about different news that's happening in Asia and China and other places. I don't know if Huzz is actually on. I keep pressing go on air, but it doesn't work. Huzz, I can't get it to work. All right. So let's start up with some news. So a lot of this is crowdsourced news. Global Information has been doing a newsletter for a couple of years now. We just did our 90th newsletter about 1 hour ago, so everybody on the newsletter will get that. And I printed out the newsletter to use for today's topics, and we have Ray. He's actually my business partner in our CPA business from Unipro. Ray, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. So hello, good evening, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I don't know, John. We're trying to.
So I'm a CPA here in Hong Kong and doing business services like company formation, accounting, audit, taxation. So Mike and I are working with this platform, and then we are happy to provide you more information about doing business here in Hong Kong and China.
Yep, thank you. Andre, how about you?
Hi, I'm Andre. I provide this space. If you ever need some place in Hong Kong to do something, let me know. Do IT stuff, IT maintenance, IT developing, building. Should have spent more time setting up this studio tonight. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now.
Yeah, nice place.
I'm Chris. I do marketing. I work at a logistics startup, Flowship, at flowship.com. I also do some side stuff with crowdfunding and help people get their message out to the world and rank in Google.
Great.
Okay, great. So, if we want to have more guests on future shows, and we hope this isn't too boring, so let's just start off with some of the news. So we talk about banking a lot here on Global from Asia shows, and Boyd Jones, a venture capitalist in Silicon Valley, and a friend of mine, he used to live in Shenzhen, he sent in that it's not going to be getting easier for banks. HSBC's boss is warning that it's going to get even stricter with regulations for new accounts. It's a South China Morning Post article just earlier this week. Ray, what do you think about that? Banking getting harder or easier?
Well, it was really difficult like 2 or 3 months ago, but recently the Monetary Authority in Hong Kong, they issued a new guidance telling the banks, please don't just looking for profits but not serving the SME clients. So I think it's getting better now instead of getting even worse. So things are getting better.
Okay, let's hope. I was talking to InvestHK earlier today, and they also said the regulators are trying to make it easier. So let's hope. It's been very painful for people. I know Andre has also been stressed out, right, with a lot of visitors coming through the office here. So can you help me see the comments?
Okay, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then there's a funny joke. Doug Pierce sent in to us earlier that this Chinese business owner came to Hong Kong to apply for a bank account, and he tried to bribe the bank account teller with a bottle of expensive perfume. So when he was asked why, he said it used to be a lot easier in 2012, but he heard it's getting harder, so he thought the gift to the banker would maybe help his application. So thanks for that in, Doug. And there's a co-working rush. There's tons of co-working spaces here in Hong Kong. And Keith, video is great. Audio has a lot of static. Okay, sorry about that. We're working on it. Voice quality is shaky. All right.
Because Michael's nervous.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, but What do you think of co-working here in Hong Kong, Chris? Turn over to you.
Personally, I don't think about it. But I did see that HSBC is placing 300 some people in a WeWork co-working space. So it's the biggest client of WeWork in Asia. And they're doing that because it costs about 8,000 Hong Kong a month to keep an employee in an office. Where I work, we talked about this a bit. But it's Hong Kong. There's lots of co-working spaces, I think more than most cities, because of the price of real estate, personally.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons. So basically what it says is that it's supposed to be saving 23,000 Hong Kong dollars per employee per year for HSBC. So maybe the banks are trying to save money now because they're losing all these accounts. Also, who likes drones here? DJI, a Shenzhen company, is opening up a showroom in Hong Kong. And also, Andre, I don't know if you want to share, but some of the regulations are changing for drones in Hong Kong. Do you remember that article you shared?
Well, there's some, not official, but from some departments, some encouragement actually to see how they can handle drones versus other countries actually trying to cut down. And here it's more like, let's see, how can we do this together and boost the new segment of the technology market versus probably any place in Europe or the US where now you have to register just to have a drone. So, any finance aspect on that?
Any ideas? Any feedback? What do you think? Is it weird for you that banks are in co-working spaces, Ray?
A bank works in a co-working
like
space?
HSBC says that they're having moving a lot, and they're saying it's not about money, but it seems like it might be about saving money. I don't know what you think.
So a bank moving to a co-working space?
Yeah,
That's really weird.
HSBC is doing it now at WeWork in Causeway Bay.
In Causeway Bay?
300 staff are moving to WeWork in Causeway Bay.
Isn't it only for their Bitcoin accounts?
Bitcoin accounts? I'm not sure.
Well, it might be related to trying to improve the social local image because, they have kicked out a lot of Hong Kong ID account holders that have been here for decades. And, it always looks good if it doesn't matter the company is from Hong Kong or not, if it is a Hong Kong workspace and you dump a bunch of people there, it's like, oh, look, we try to go to the small market that we don't allow any accounts nowadays, but we go there and set our people up there.
And Shenzhen is getting bigger. I saw Chris, you shared on Facebook today that the biggest tower in the world? No. Or Asia?
Biggest, tallest business building. It's actually from Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall shared it.
Yeah.
So
the Ping An building's about complete, which is near Coco Park. Anyone in Shenzhen should know that.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see it right from the border when you come back on the Hong Kong border. I'll be taking tomorrow. Also, some funnier stuff is they're grading foreigners now. Have you heard about that in mainland China? There's a grade A or B or C. So they're gonna start in November 1st. They're gonna start to give a grade of expats. A is good quality foreigners, B is middle quality, and C is low level, like migrant kind of workers, physical workers.
And we're putting a service together so that you can get grade A. You just have to send money to Mike's.
Western Union account.
Yes. Bitcoin.
All right. Okay. And so basically, I don't know. Yeah, I actually had some friends that are really nervous about it getting harder to stay in China, so they're trying to get proper work permits and proper different visas. Originally, people were living tourist visas and business visas, but everybody's getting a lot more nervous now. It's going to get much more difficult to stay into China long term. How do you think?
Yeah, I was wondering, they are grading based on what, like nationality or reason of visit? Did you ever see the tourist form you have to fill out for the visa? It's like you want to go there to visit friends, you go there for leisure, or you go there for travel. It's like 3 times the same. Don't even know what to fill out there. So they are grading.
Yeah, Yeah, so Russell Smith is asking on Facebook as what means by grades. So it's a New York Times article. You can see on the globalinformation.com/talk01 for the link, and it's actually Chris. You're the one who shared it with me, and I read the article, and the government doesn't want to say exactly how they rank or what systems that they're using. But basically, they're going to look at income levels, of course, nationalities, what kind of occupation they're doing, and they basically want to have more higher value immigrants in China that are contributing to innovation and technology. So, oh, Steve says go. Cool, man. What's up, Steve? So, thank you, Jack. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I've heard that the quality of audio is not perfect, but we're doing the best with our external mic. We've tried, so I hope people are hearing us clearly. But yeah, basically, we don't really know the policies, and a lot of times in China, things change quickly. So it's just a move to try to rank foreigners based on their way they think values on different algorithms. Oh, hey, CC. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, everybody. So I'm asking for which visas. So I think they're grading people based on proper, I don't want to say proper visas, but people that have work permits, so that are actually legally allowed to live there. So those people, when you apply for a work permit in China, maybe Ray can talk about the immigration a little bit, or do you want me to talk about it? Basically, with immigration to China, when you get a work permit, they have a full not investigation, but interview you, and you have to show your work contract, what you're working, how much income you're making. So I think that this grading is going to be based on people that are legally allowed to work there and renew usually yearly. So every year usually you have to renew your work permit. So it might be getting more difficult in the future. So hopefully we can stay in China long term, those that live here, and also a lot of people liked my video blog. So I do a video blog maybe once a week. I try, or more often. This past Saturday was in Shenzhen at Enter China meetup. So it was a great event where we talked. Nick was here speaking about validating your product. So if you want to check that out at mikesblog.com/vlog046 if you want to check that one out. I'm not sure if it's you or mine. I'm seeing it sticking here. Well, I'll just keep letting it roll. I'm not sure if it's an internet connection problem, but we're gonna keep rolling. So on the podcast this week on Tuesday, we had a CPA, Joseph Ning. He's basically been doing CPA business for about 30 or 40 years. So he's seen a lot of changes in Hong Kong. And can you imagine? When did you first come out here? You
99.
1999. What was it like when you first came out?
Hong Kong? I wasn't here. Beijing.
Or maybe let's just say Beijing then.
I haven't been back, so I can't really compare. But I don't know. Asia and China especially is always changing. Even just crossing the border from being in Hong Kong for the past year, you see the change in Shenzhen much more than you do in Hong Kong. I don't feel like there's that kind of dynamic physical change of the environment that you see that I feel like you see in China. And that's just been accelerating.
Okay.
In my view.
Well, Ray, you're born in Hong Kong, right?
Yeah.
How has it changed for you in your time here?
I think actually Shenzhen is actually doing better and better. In terms of the quality of people, actually Shenzhen people are getting better and better, and they have higher education. They are more open to the world now. So, and recently Hong Kong economy is actually going to a downward trend. So maybe Shenzhen is more opportunities there actually. So that's why you live in Shenzhen.
Yeah, this is a long topic.
Yeah, it's a lot of it. But of course, Hong Kong has its own advantages of doing business. Like we have many flexibility here. We can share more later.
Yeah. What time is it now? So we got maybe 5 more minutes. I don't want to make, I don't want these to be too long. I read on these social media sites that maybe 30 minutes is about the right amount of time. And I can't tell if this thing is still going or not because it's stuck. But I'd love more feedback from you. We also have on the blog, we have a fintech blog about why maybe fintech might be right for you in Hong Kong. And I'm actually going to a fintech event tomorrow. A couple of them. That's reversing the camera. Okay, so we're still rolling. Yeah, Shui Shan, thank you for, thank you. Yeah, it's true. There's more. Well, we were talking about the pollution here. The typhoon is here. Do you want to talk about the typhoon a little bit?
We are unfortunate that all the typhoons missed Hong Kong this year, so there wasn't any public holiday. But that also means when they pass us, they kind of trap the air here. So there's like zero airflow in Hong Kong right now, which means all the pollution keeps adding up and adding up. And of course, there will be a nice firework on Saturday. So I guess by that time we won't even see across the harbor anymore. Yeah. So.
Yeah, the weather is getting difficult to breathe, especially for maybe for newcomers. Maybe it's not easy to accustom to the environment at this stage.
Well, I think it still beats Beijing's weather any day.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
still better than Beijing.
I got my wife to move down from Beijing. She wanted me to go to Beijing, but I was not really interested to live in Beijing. So Patrick is asking what camera this. If you're watching on Facebook, which you are, then it's LG. I think G4. It's just a camera phone. So and I have just a plug-in mic. So if you're on Huzza, it's my Mac Air, and if you're on Weibo Live, you're watching on my Note 3. So they're all a little bit different positions and different ways. Russell's telling us to move to Dali, and Angela has a crush on Chris over here. Chris is saying he's Christian Bale and Matt Damon. Yeah, what do you think of that?
I'm always happy when Hollywood's doing marketing for myself.
They're copying him, you know. Oh man. Yeah, Russell's been up in Dali. He left me, man. He was in Shenzhen for a while. Russell Smith here. He was hanging out in Shenzhen, but he went out to Dali. He's doing like his Zen retreat. How long now? How long you been out there? He's been doing his like what do you do in Dali? Actually, I don't know. He's telling me to go up and take a visit. You know, you're on the Zen stuff. Have you heard of
Zen stuff?
Like I think it's he's doing. I've seen some of his pictures in like doing
Talking like yoga?
I think meditation and also fighting. I've seen him doing fighting on his Facebook.
Yeah, he's kind of a mean guy.
Yeah. But I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Martial arts and stuff. He's been here for 6 months, so we got some more people coming on the show. Yeah. So this is awesome to think. This is Andre. Andre did all the work. He set this up. I mean, some of it's my equipment, but Andre, you want to talk about how you set this place up?
Well, the place itself is an activity space that you can rent for all kind of stuff, workshops, group sessions of. We have pole dance, which you can't see right now. It's behind camera, unfortunately. Yeah, we can transform into almost anything we want. And so tonight we set it up as a studio, as you can see. Although the camera shows probably a little bit too much of the ceiling right now. We can use it for audio, for video. Hopefully next time this will be a much improved experience.
Yeah. We got these cool like. So we did a cool. We keep testing here. I remember Chris came. We did our office opening here in November, and you said it was like the Wayne's World basement. So yeah, it's kind of like Wayne's World, and so this is in Chimcha Chui, right across from Chongqing Mansions, and it's a creative space. I mean, we're trying to get pole dancers to be on the show. Maybe we'll have a break where we can have some pole dancers. Helena, if you're tuning in, that's a hint to you or your team. We need some. What do you think? Should we get pole dancers?
Well, Mike's saying that because there is a pole for dancing on behind the cameras here. We'd have to change the setup, but I'm got nothing against pole dancers. So yeah, come on, pole dancers.
We could just, Chris, you could get up and pole dance.
Maybe.
We need to get him more wine. The video is flipped to the right. Yeah, the poll's still here, Chris. It's still here. Helena is too shy to ever come on any of our shows, but she's getting really experienced. What's the status with Helena? You follow?
No, I just know her wine status. I don't know about the pole status, but both look good, and I think I only could do the pole like she does, after I would have gotten her wine status, but being drunk like that. Come on, yeah, rent a place, have your have your how you call that, like bachelor farewell party, and get a stripper or two, and we will see you in Hong Kong soon.
Yeah, there was a bachelor party here once, so the pole could be used bachelor parties. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna try to keep setting this up for like creative space. So there's more chats coming in. Stefan, I'm trying to keep up. Yeah, I'll be in Bangkok. So actually, October's gonna be a really busy month for a lot of us. So talking about October, I have a full blog post.
See Global Sources. Global Sources also has the FBA workshop, which I went to last year. It's pretty awesome. So anyone out there doing FBA stuff should check it out. Give the mic back to Mike.
Okay, sorry. I had to fix the phone. One of my app notifications stopped Facebook, so I hope it's back again. But yeah, Stefan, I'll be in Bangkok for Dynamite Circle DC BKK. Hanging out there. I'll be in Shenyang for the October holiday. They don't have a holiday here, right? In Hong Kong?
No,
just Saturday, no?
Saturday, yeah.
It's a holiday on the 10th.
So it's only a holiday, but in China, like it's gonna be like shut down for like a whole week. Oh, Helena's watching. She says, "LOL." Hey, we're serious. We need some. We need some intermission, kind of like entertainment, like a real show, not just a bunch of dudes on screen. Andre, she says you can go on the poll.
Not in a suit.
You can take off the suit.
His Speedo's drying.
Oh, she says, hey, okay. She trained you.
Say what? Say what again? Sorry.
Trained you for pole dancing.
Well, I wouldn't. There's a lot of setup now around the poles, so I cannot really reach it with all those cameras, and so
okay.
Might be another day.
So Cece on. So Cece I met in Guangzhou. She's an Enter China member, and she worked with Rico. And so she lived in Guangzhou. She's asking about Shenzhen or Guangzhou. I like Shenzhen. It's a younger city, so it doesn't have as much like history, or it doesn't have as much like vibe in culture maybe as Guangzhou. But it's like a newer city, I guess, and it's closer to Hong Kong, so I can come here for these shows and hang out with you guys. What do you think, Shenzhen or Guangzhou?
Do it all. It's close enough. Mike does a few of them. I like traditional China. Shenzhen's a place where you can go and remake yourself. People from all over. It's completely different culture, different business culture, different way of doing things, more Western. But if you understand Chinese culture, there's a lot of advantages to working in the Guanxi system. I mean, it still works in Shenzhen, but it's not as powerful.
Okay. All right, everybody. So now I think it's about time for us to wrap it up. It's late here. It's getting to my bedtime. And so I think thanks Ray and Andre and Chris for coming on and experimenting with me, and everybody else for tuning in. What do you think, Andre?
By the way, bedtime, we're now also on Airbnb, so if you want to come to Hong Kong and stay here for a night or two, why not turn this into your own private apartment slash co-work space, have your team here. You cannot get an office cheaper than that.
Yeah, well, you gotta give me the link to the Airbnb.
The link will be up on Mike's website.
Yeah, we'll put it on the show notes for Talk01. So globalfromasia.com/talk01. So for now, it's just a list of links. But we will try to get this recording put there so you can watch this replay. And if you want to subscribe to the email, we send out emails weekly for the newsletter. It's at globalfromasia.com/subscribe. And we're going to have a trip. We're going to actually visit with Chris at Flowship and others on Friday, October 21st. Ray will be speaking. It's going to be in Hong Kong, Causeway Bay. So globalfromasia.com/HK trip. And thank you, everybody. Thanks for all the kind comments. 4 mics. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Hugh. Thank you, Russell, Cece, Angela. Thank you, John. Thank you, everybody, for your time and your support. I think this time works, 9 p.m. Thursdays in Hong Kong. But we're gonna test out different times and see what works for everybody. So your feedback counts and matters. Thank you again. And I'm gonna get up. Maybe do you want to dance? Who wants to dance while I turn off the cameras? Chris, say hello, man.
Hey, what's happening?
So we're hanging out in Renee.
Hey guys.
So we're in my office, kinda, with Ray, Kathy.
Hello.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
So what's this one? Facebook?
This is Facebook.
Hey, say
So-
hi to yourself. They're like,
Okay, they can hear us. Okay. So we're this is an experiment, so thank you. Oh, thanks, Angela. I'm glad you like it. Well, we have this studio. This is where we want to do it. I got the mics. Let me try the microphone again. We got this whole setup. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, Manuel's there.
Oh, yo, buddy.
What's up? How about now? Is there still buzzing? This is a mic. Is this better? Better? Hopefully no buzzing, but okay, guys, you want to sit down? Ray? Let's take a seat. Okay, well this sucks because much better. Okay, maybe it just needed to be unplugged. So I'm going to try to put this on the tripod, but we're stuck. Sounds okay now. So Andre, this whole thing fell apart because the thing doesn't work. It won't, it's making us hold it.
Welcome to live casting.
Welcome to live casting. We got the water here. We're pouring some water. And yeah, I got the suit. All right, so I got a whole agenda. It's hopefully gonna be about a half hour, if you guys can do that. And actually, it spins the other way. But the tripod, what am I gonna do?
what is the point of the tripod now?
This is not long enough to hold the phone.
And you cannot turn it.
If it goes this way, it's sideways.
And
Or is this? This is just pointing it the other way. I'm not even sure.
your phone has the lock function for turning the screen.
No, people are looking at it sideways. It's not that long.
That's what she said.
Duct tape.
So this is part of experimenting, guys. If you guys do a live stream, make sure that the you gotta hold the phone vertically, not horizontally. So we were gonna put it on this tripod and start the show, but because of this horizontal versus vertical problem, yeah, I guess we'll tie it up. Hey, Chris, Angela likes your dirty joke. Thanks, boss. It paused. Oh, thanks, Ricardo. It's pushing a button. In the back of the phone, there's a button. So by putting pressure on the back, it turns it off.
Yeah, I didn't know there's a button.
Okay. Great. Thank you, everybody. Ray, everybody else could take a seat here while we try to fix this. Okay, great.
Okay, great.
Nice. Wow, this guy's the man. Thanks, Chris. That should be tight enough.
Whoa.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's try.
It's very smart.
Where's Wayball? Andre, where'd Wayball go? So we're trying to stream this on 3 channels. We're on Huzza, and can you go into Facebook Live, Ray, so we can see the comments? I don't know. Wherever you think. So I have a whole show of notes. If you guys want to see the notes for today's show, it's at globalfromasia.com/talk01. And we have a few things. So this is our first series. Can you guys please sit down if you guys want to be on the show?
I'm coming.
Okay, cool. Maybe mute that, Ray. So Ray is here. There's a delay, so if you can mute it or turn the volume down. But we want to see so we're gonna try to monitor comments. You can see people's comments. All right. So maybe we can't do the 2 couches. What do you think, Chris? Can you guys see everybody?
I think you guys should sit on each other's lap.
Oh, the dirty joke guy here.
Yeah, fine.
I'm fine.
We're good.
Okay. Can you see what they're saying on the?
This one is fine.
That one, I can't see the comments anymore.
So maybe
I don't know if you can see the comments.
so I click here.
Yeah, we want to go into it. Yeah, or not there, maybe. In here. We want to try to see what people.
Here.
Only okay, Russell. Thanks, Russell. We're seeing. Okay, Angela, you can see all 4 of us. Okay.
Okay,
I
great.
think Andre's kind of cut off though. Maybe. Okay, great. Okay, so it's the 4 of us, and so this is the first one. I don't want to just